Gentlemen, this is a Ruger #1 chambered in .458 Lott. It fires a 450 grain projectile. This is a Barnes TSX. It's absolutely insane. I have a strong feeling by the end of this video, my shoulder is going to be screaming. Let's dive on in. Well, we gotta set the steel back up.
You look like Rick O'Connell from The Mummy.
Do I really?
Yeah.
You're with me on this one, right?
Oh, your strength gives me strength.
That's probably the nicest thing you've ever said to me. That's a great honor. We're gonna get to Hominoptera. Now, gentlemen, this is a Ruger #1, yet again chambered in .458 Lott. Now, the Ruger #1 series of firearms are single-shot rifles with a falling block. Now, this one in particular is a little bit weirder because when I was looking at Ruger #1s, they all usually had longer barrels. This one feels pretty short. I'm assuming it's like the bare minimum legal length of a rifle. Got a big old massive breakout here with the cheese grater holes, and the barrel is extremely robust. And of course, the falling block, and it's a pretty simple rifle. Get your safety back here, some rudimentary sights. It kind of in a weird way reminds me of like a 40mm grenade launcher with how it feels. If that makes any sense, it's kind of maybe a stretch, but when I look at it, how big the silhouette is, it's kind of like also a mini 4-bore that Scott has. So it's kind of fun. I like it a lot. Funny enough, I was actually talking to Scott of Kentucky Ballistics when I got this because I was at my LGS. I asked the guys, do you got anything weird? I'm in the mood for weird. And they're like, we have an elephant gun. And they pull this thing off the shelf, and I was like, what's it chambered in? They're like, .458 Lott. What the hell is that? I have no idea. For context, I'm not a big game hunter guy. I don't know my big safari cartridges. I'm very new to this world, and I'm just barely dipping my pinky toe in. So I hit up Scott, and Scott's like, oh yeah, .458 Lott, and starts rattling off all this info about the cartridge, how it was designed. It's supposed to be able to work with this other cartridge, in theory, with what it's chambered in, due to ammo availability for, you know, on a safari, you can use another style of ammo. I think it's a .458 Magnum or something like that. But the .458 Lott cartridge is really interesting because it was designed because the inventor, I believe it's Jack Lott. So Mr. Lott was hunting and he almost got killed by a Cape buffalo, and he realized, dang, the cartridge I was using was not up to snuff. So he was shopping around, and eventually he made his own cartridge and called it .458 Lott. And oh boy, is it a big cartridge. This thing is absolutely bananas. So naturally, being the YouTube showman I am, we're not out here to take a big game, but what we are gonna do is work our way up to seeing how fast we can disintegrate a ballistic gel torso. I'm really excited, but we have some other targets we gotta get to. So let's get to those. Gentlemen, I know I caught you in the toilet drinking your coffee, eating your beer. Make sure you do me a solid like and subscribe if you haven't already. But most importantly, leave me that freaking comment in the comment section down below. If you don't, Scott from Kentucky Ballistics is gonna smack you with a .458 Lott on my behalf. This is a threat. Hey, Cole, I'm gonna be really honest. I'm gonna be vulnerable. I really hope we can live up to Scott's expectations for this video.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you know, he's such a big recoil guy, and this thing hurts, and you know, I'm a soft sissy boy with sissy liberal hands. Those who go looking for Hominoptera rarely ever return. And by rarely, I mean never.
Dude, what are you talking about?
All right, cinder block, high-speed camera. Let's see if .458 Lott can turn potential cover into concealment. I gotta change my sight line to properly hit this cinder block here. I don't know why I have a southern accent. All right. I canoed it. I canoed the cinder block. I think I'm still hitting a little high with this thing. You gotta dial it in. Moving on.
What's up with those?
Let me get to it, dude. Hi, I'm Administrative Results, and I'm supporting Brandon Herrera for Congress. All right, White Claw penetration test. This one goes out to Brandon. Love you, man. All right, now Brandon Herrera has patented and coined the White Claw penetration test. The problem is, in his usual patent and invention, he only does like one at a time. Usually. He'll spice it up and treat you guys nice every once in a while, but we're gonna try and fit as many of these mugs on here like we're bowling. All right, let's fast forward this part. Passion fruit. Save that for later. I can't hit the center tube because that's for the ballistic gel dummy. Yeah, that should be good. You know what? Screw you! Extracting nuclear energy from a White Claw in 3, 2. I just can't get the shot hold, can I? That's embarrassing. I am really just scalping these things. Amateur hour. You know what? I want you to shoot a 458 Lott over and over for a YouTube video and see how you like it. Oh! Woo! Worth every penny. Colton, you got a knife on you?
What's that on your waist?
Oh! Check this thing out, dude. Pretty sick. It's called a Bowie knife, Jim Bowie. You ever heard of the Alamo? They jack your stuff up, dude. They jack you up in the Alamo. So fun fact about ballistic dummies is they have a shelf life because ours is starting to mold. I've had it for a little bit longer than I anticipated. Hey, you know, sometimes life just gets in the way of plans you have, stuff you want to do. You, sir, have heed your last haul. Still got it. Yeah, I think we could do this long shot.
How far is it?
It's about 7.
700?
No, 7 yards. I think we got that.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah, all day. I'm no doctor, but I'm about to do brain surgery. We're gonna work our way. Just be a professional. We're gonna work our way down the dummy, just seeing if we can't evaporate this thing. Now, what do you plan to do with this here gel skin after I'm done with this video? I plan to take it off and burn it. See, I reckon that, and that just ain't gonna fly. Can you see it?
Is that a Star of David?
All right, we're gonna work our way top down, going for the face. Oh, yeah. I'm getting a little sore.
You want to try it left-handed?
No, I don't want to try it left-handed. Gentlemen, this safari is sponsored by Americana Pipe Dream Apparel. Fantastic young Zoomers getting after it in the Milsurp Space Sand Arena. Night vision, knives, manuals, e-bikes. I guess they're not young Zoomers anymore. They're like just Zoomers. We're all getting unk status. And of course, the bread and butter, military surplus. But they also have American-made clothing, which is really cool and very hard to pull off. Code ADME gets you 10% off. Optics Planet! Optics Planet. You need optics. Optics Planet has them. Really appreciate those guys. And of course, Badlands Munitions. You know that they don't make 458 Lott, but what they do make is a plethora of other ammunition, 9mm, 300 Blackout, 5.56, 7.62, and they are a local Arizona company that is the ammo sponsor of Administrative Results. I really do like those guys a lot. I like Badlands Munitions a lot. Back to the video. All right, you're up.
My turn?
It's your turn. Give me a break. All right, camera guy, let's see what you got.
Okay, here we go.
Have fun. You missed! You hit the top of his shoulder.
Ah,
Yeah, reload.
should I aim lower?
I mean, aim where you think is true.
Going hot.
Oh! Turns turns out Johnny Cameraman might have it.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, haters.
Haters?
Yeah, that one's for my haters.
How many haters do you have? All right, let's see if there's any good in a home defense situation. Intruder at the threshold of your door. You were pieing down. Oh! I think it might work. All right, let's go check our exit wounds. Yeah. We're looking solid. We have some obvious arm removal here and here. Ballistically, I think it's gonna work. I think there's something to it. All right, my little Discord kittens, here is a 5.56 projectile. Here is the 308, or I like to call, pin up, 308. And here we have 458 Lott. It's like David and Goliath. The 5.56 comes out and says, I will take him on. Who amongst you is mighty to take me on? Here I am, Lord, send me. Cuts his head off. That is the retelling of the David and Goliath story. I don't know if Isaiah 6:8 counts for that, but you got it. 5 smooth stones and 5 smooth 458 Lott rounds later. Let's see what we got. Not bad.
Did you know that Hillary Clinton found a Nephilim cave in Afghanistan?
She was asking about the tomb of Gilgamesh. What's up with that? Are you familiar with Clint Smith, Colton?
No, who's that?
He's from Thunder Ranch. He talks about revolvers. One of the advantages is that with a revolver, you can put the gun up to the flesh of your attacker, assailant, whoever it may be, and it will not interfere with the action. You ready? Yeah, let's see the results. Let's see the administrative results. Yeah, I'm thinking that's one down for the count, pal. Now, another thing is cool about the Ruger number 1, similar thing. Not trying it with this, dude. That's a little bit reckless. We're gonna be safe. You got an entrance wound right there. Naturally, that would disrupt your airways and make it hard to engage oxygen to the lungs.
Is that a cortisol spike?
That's a massive cortisol spike right there. Huge. Some would say fatal. I came across this thing where shooting any weapon has like a concussive nature to it. Of course, some more than others. I am now worried that I'm gonna like be retard maxing for myself when I get older. Like when my kids eventually put me into a home, they'll be like, what's wrong with dad? How come he's so dumb? There we go. I'm gonna have like a TBI, dude. And I'm gonna look back at this footage and be like, oh, that's why. He was just TBI maxing, giving himself a bunch of mini little shock waves to his brain. Anything for YouTube, I guess. Should we do a 1-on-1?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, ready?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Come here, come here. It's peeling apart. It's peeling apart. Woo! Oh! I'm secretly happy because that means I get to stop shooting this thing.
Think he's okay?
No, he's dead! Well, it looks like this ballistic gel dummy got taught a real smart lesson about ballistics. Whoa! Contact! Well, gentlemen, I ain't no Kentucky ballistics, but I think we... Will you shut up? Well, gentlemen, I ain't no Kentucky ballistics, but I think we got this ballistic gel torso handled. I hope I made Scott proud. And I think that potentially 458 Lott has some merit as a self-defense round. You know, if it can take on a Cape Buffalo, I think it could take on a two-legged critter trying to steal your copper wire. Yeah, right! I got nothing else for you. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Clean up, everybody clean up. Can you see my bruising?
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it still exists. Meat is flashing YouTube. It's not even OnlyFans. You get what you pay for.